and this is our GDU Byrd Premium review. I'm Jonathan Feiss for Charge.io. Let's get flying. GDU was one of the earlier drone manufacturers to offer a folding quadcopter design. The Byrd design has been around for a bit, with this new premium version stepping things up a bit. Opening the magnetic enclosed box reveals the drone at the top. Dig on through to find the documentation and a tether for the remote control underneath. Keep digging for the camera, and gimbal and all, on a mounting plate inside of a protective case. The controller itself comes with dual antenna, all flight controls, and basic camera controls, plus a stand for convenience. Under that is the battery, a massive 6,700 mAh brick, then the charger that handles the drone and remote simultaneously. Finally, there are extra propellers and a kit of knickknacks like USB cables and extra camera gimbal mounting hardware. The smartphone mount is a handy little bracket. Attach it to your smart device, then snap it into the slot on the remote. A single button press releases the bracket when you're done. Unfolding the GDU Byrd is less complicated than the DJI Mavic Pro. Pull the legs into place, then pull out the propeller arms in any order. Again, no need to completely open the propellers, they will unfold themselves at speed. Pop open the top of the Byrd Premium to insert the battery, then replace the cover, making sure it is fully installed. It can get tricky on you. Power up the Byrd and controller both by pressing and holding the power buttons for a few seconds. Be sure to follow the instructions for initial setup and GPS calibration before first flight. There is an automated takeoff button on the remote, or simply pull both joysticks on the remote down and inward to get the motor started. Allow the propellers to come to speed for the drone to stabilize, then tap that throttle and take to the sky. While the spec sheet reports speeds of about 34 miles per hour, the sheer size of the GDU Byrd Premium makes it feel much faster. The extra size and weight, particularly if you opt to carry a DSLR camera on the gimbal mount, require a ton of power. Measuring more than 36 inches in diagonal size overall, these are 12-inch propellers that offer a good punch. In the air, the GDU Byrd is a fast-moving, highly responsive flyer. You really need to take care and handle gently if you desire smooth and fluid video capture. But as far as aerial ballet goes, this is a fun drone to fly and watch as it cuts through the air. The camera quality is very good, with 12 megapixel stills and 4K video resolution. Exposure levels are fairly good for a drone camera, and the gimbal does very well to disguise some of the jerky flight characteristics of the Byrd. Controlling the drone uses the GDU Pro app for Android or iOS. The app has fun video to enjoy, but you'll want to connect via USB cable or using Wi-Fi to get things started. The remote has two dials that control horizontal and vertical tilt of the camera, but there is a software option to perform the same. I found a significant lag in controls for the camera, but rest assured, flight controls are very responsive. You can take control of most camera settings through this app. Change the ISO values, exposure, and more to get the best shots possible. Then dive into the main settings to configure all of the remaining parameters of the app, camera, and flight, like ignoring that 400-foot legal max ceiling or limiting the distance from controller to a safe line-of-sight distance. I've had a lot of fun with the tilting and rotating camera on the GDU Byrd Premium. It is very effective to be able to control these angles. Best of all, there is a dedicated button on the remote to recenter the camera with just one tap. The only thing I really find weird about this drone is that the camera hangs too low. I have to prop up the entire quadcopter if I want to play with the camera while landed. Restricted camera movement is one thing. Please keep this in mind when you are landing as well, as the camera will likely strike the ground if you come down too quickly. In the end, the GDU Byrd Premium is a fun drone to fly. We've enjoyed our time with it and are looking forward to squeezing in a few more flights when the weather cooperates. You can grab the Byrd Standard for $599 with a 1080p camera, the Byrd Advanced for $749 with a GoPro mount, no GoPro included, and the Byrd Premium will cost you $999 and is expected to ship by January 2017. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out our full written review and more at charge.io. Hit that thumbs up if you like what you see here, and subscribe to see what we have coming next. Take care all, and see you next time.